Night talk on the street, you know the thing of beefs. Go on YouTube right now.
I'm CM1, nobody different. CM Steve Marina. I'm in love with a CM. From young to old, everybody sick. It's time to choose a better way. Steve Marina,
What there.
Push up your fist, correct the nose and we try
Jump in the list, let me do the power bombs. Give me power bombs, power bombs. Every yard man start power bombs, power bombs, power bombs. Jamaica, who do the power bombs? Give me power bombs, no, power bombs, no. Everybody feel do the power bombs, no, power bombs, power bombs. Everybody feel do the power bombs, power bombs, power bombs. Call it, Andrew, call it. For the election, I have a sad story to tell you. This might hurt your feelings, but us. Anytime that Andrew got the election, him boy hiding face in a boy, the man lion thief. Jamaica, who no call the police. Just lock him up and just throw away the key.
What all he does is like that bird. Sleep with it all open that way. Thousands of views, no in that body
Comrade Chairman, Comrade River, same name McGregor, I'm not certain. But if I go and go, don't it? Party leader next, Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden. Good evening, sir. Other party comrades on the platform here, welcome all. Comrades, I have to start with something about today. When we went through the place with the comrade leader, I was stopped in Franklin Town. He said, Steve, you look good, man. When we stopped on a Ray Town, he said, Steve, you can't lose. When we reached Tel Aviv, he said, it's done. And comrade go on and make some noise. But we're sure the party leader. So we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Yes. Now, Comrade River telling us, let's try a little thing. After we did all of what we should do, made our application to the police, made our application to KCMC, and we got permission to keep this function. Them get scared. So them put one little something in them little thing, say, them have one green day. And them go and put up some little green cloth around the place where them think that we might be going through. Guess why? Because they're afraid of me. They're afraid of what we're going to do to them. But listen me now. You see when them all keep for them thing, we not do that to them. Because guess what? We're not afraid of them. We're going to allow them. Let them do whatever they want and keep them things. Because when them done, we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them, we're going to beat them, we're going to beat them. But listen me now. You see when I sat there and heard Comrade Bunting's speech, goose pimples came over me. I was in Hanover with Comrade Bunty. Because I don't know some I'm deputy. And I'm afraid that too, you know. Because guess what? When we're going at the Minister of National Security, him and the big man and me and second, what can go wrong? You understand me? But truthfully, this is what an opposition should do, you know. You hear the research and I won't put it in there listening up. You heard the research and what he did and came up with. When we sit down there, so we set to fly, it looked like our new man, I get for run gates. That I want to go to prison. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, man. We not drop no catch. We not drop no catch in a central Kingston. Our workers are ready. We have over 300 workers. We have all of them in place. Our canvas is up to 85%. We just have tweaked some little things. In my walks, in my reconnection walks around this constituency, every second door that I knock, them say, you know, Mr. McGregor, I never voted in a 2000, you know, 220, you know. But guess what? We have somebody to vote for now. And all of them are going to come out. You see the turnout what we're going to have in a central Kingston, you're going to think that when Michael Manley did around. Yes. That's how we're going to do the thing. So listen me now. My party leader was with me through the place. And you know we're going to have enough more time for run them show here. So my party leader will come after me. You see what we're going to do next now? Starting next week, we're going to have some runabout Friday. So we're going to just drop on a corner. And we sit down, we don't know we have a reason. And we eat some little curry chicken and curry. You understand? So we don't have money like that. But the whole idea is that we're going to hold our vibes. And we're going to keep them motivated. And we're going to whip them. We're going to whip them. So, Mr. Selector, I just want you to message me for the little man. Real man come to take over. I see them say though. So to make some noise again, we have a party leader here. Oh, we love Steve McGregor. Make some noise. Comrade, the word is long. Bless up, bless up.
Your next member of parliament, are you proud of him? Comrades, are you proud of him? Him not get it, but him a work. As my leader Portia will say, working. Oh Lord, comrades. Comrades, I am proud to bring up the next and final speaker. When him just come in, laborers them say, oh yeah, I walk over this. Comrade, me live to see. Them try everything to disqualify my comrade leader. Them call him all kind of name. Them try to do this and try to do that. And I know from my granny tell me, you know, nobody no stone, green mango. Comrade leader, I don't really want to use the word green, but comrade leader, you're ripe and ready for leadership. And Central Kingston is ready for you. Jamaica is ready for us. Deputy Gordon, Prime Minister of Jamaica. You are champion. Everybody we have a nation. Put up your fist. Marky G with a nose and another like this. That's true, that's right. Going up, cut and get your because I'm not in a real heart. And I'm not them here. Oh, Marky G with a nose and another like this. So me like to stand up and get to that women like
pull up the way to be the man. Please. Comrade Reba chairing this meeting. All of my esteemed comrades on the platform. I have to big up your MP in waiting, Comrade Steve McGregor. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Why? I believe in Steve. I believe in Steve. And when Steve became available to Central Kingston, I said, this is the man we need. A man of the soil from Franklin Town. A very respected former police officer in this country. And a man who won the hearts and minds of the people when he was the police officer in charge. A man who, working with Comrade Bunting in the national security era, can deliver a solid plan and a solid executional plan, working with the police force, work with the security forces to make Jamaica safe. Not safe temporarily, but safe for the future, because we need a safe country so our country can prosper and grow. So comrades, it is very important that we deliver Steve McGregor to Garden House in the next election. It is very important that Central Kingston return to the fold of the People's National Party in the next election. And hence, comrades, when I was asked to come and do the motorcade tour today with Steve, I never hesitate or itch. And I must tell you, comrades, yes, there were one or two little enclaves of green along the way. But we went through nooks and crannies all over. And everywhere we went, people are showing the fist and are showing the power vibes. And I know that when election day comes, there's going to be a tidal wave of support for the People's National Party here in Central Kingston. We're trying to the man, we're trying the man who's in here now. The one of the yard, PNP, come back. Comrades, it's very important that this victory be obtained because Central Kingston is a vital constituency for the People's National Party in order to form government. Comrades, Jamaica needs a change, desperately. We see where the state, the democracy in this country is under serious threat. Comrade Bunting went through the issues of the day. We know that with what we're seeing is an attempt to ensure a particular outcome of an investigation. And the person who has been put in charge of it is somebody who's compromised because they have already indicated publicly that they are prejudge the situation and have a view favorable to the government and the Prime Minister. The FID investigates financial crimes. The person in charge must be somebody with experience in that. The person who they've appointed is just an accountant, has no forensic experience, no law enforcement experience, no anti-money laundering experience. It is inappropriate in every way. And comrades, I hope that Jamaican civil society, I hope that the churches, I hope that the private sector groups, I hope that the trade union movement, and I hope that well-thinking Jamaicans draw a line in the sand on this one. Because if this is allowed to stand, Jamaica future dark, and our corner dark as Jamaican people. Comrades, Jamaica needs the cleansing stream of a government in whom the people can have trust and confidence. I intend to lead a government. I intend to lead a government with a high standard of integrity from all of those who serve. And I intend to lead from the front in delivering that government. Because the people of Jamaica need to have a government in which they can feel comfortable that the resources of the people are being expended for the benefit of the people and not for friend and company, cronies, through nepotism, cronyism and corruption. Jamaica needs an ethical revival. We need a revival where values and attitudes of love and caring and decency become central to life in our country, so that we can in one accord as one nation, united with a purpose which God will endorse as righteous. That is why when we form government, I intend to ask civil society, the churches and other well-thinking Jamaicans to come together and to forge a movement based on ethics, morals, and proper wholesome values to take Jamaica out of the quagmire of corruption and indecency and dysfunctional behavior which is holding us back. Comrades, we need a new day in this country, and today is a very dark day in the history of this country. Comrades, the health system is under so much stress. When you go to a public health facility or a public hospital, you're often in need of a bed and you can't get a bed. You have to be sitting on a bench or on a wheelchair or sitting down in a corridor for hours, sometimes days, because you can't get a bed. Or if you need a test, the equipment not working, you need surgery, the operating theatre closed because of air conditioning or mold, or there's no CAT scan, or there's no this or there's no that. That is why when the government uses public resources to buy a drill that is valued at $3 to $4 million and buys it for $31.5 million, that is why it is such an awful thing that Jamaica should be disgusted by. And when we see the circumstances around that purchase, which Comrade Bunting alluded to, the connection between the supplier and the MP for this constituency, a Jamaica Labour Party MP, it requires thorough investigation. We have to put an end to this kind of thing in the country. Lives are at stake. Jamaica doesn't have sufficient resources to do everything it needs to be done. We must use our resources properly for the people. And we're seeing when the resources are being ripped off and are not being accounted for in a decent and upright way. That is why Cornwall Regional Hospital is such a debacle. A project that should have been completed years ago, which should have been completed for billions and billions of dollars less, still can't finish. And the bill has been mounting. It's now in the 20s of billions of dollars, and the hospital is still not serving the public. And of course, they have a ribbon cutting for an administrative office. But what about healthcare? It's a hospital. And the situation there is absolutely deplorable. Shame on this government. Comrades, we have solid plans to make your lives better. We have solid plans to fix the education system and the training system so that Jamaica's economy can grow, because our human capital is being invested in and is becoming more productive. We are going to have the First in Family program. So anybody who is attending a tertiary institution, a university or college for the first time in their family, if they qualify, they will get a full scholarship, because the PNP believes in uplifting the people. We believe in education as an antidote to intergenerational poverty. That is the vision, that is the mission of the People's National Party. That's why we will ensure that every needy child, whether at primary or secondary school, will get a solid hot meal, a nutritious meal every day when they attend school. That's why we have the right program to provide a subsidy for rural families where their children are attending school and have very high bus fare and taxi fare to pay, so that they can manage to get to school. We want our children going to school 5 days a week. Because when you miss one day out of 5, you're missing 20% of your education. And that learning loss is very hard to recover from. Comrades, we have a housing program to uplift the country and provide affordable houses for the people of Jamaica. Comrade Floyd Morris, I believe, took you through some of those plans. We have been very innovative, finding ways to help young people cover the deposit, because many of them find that a hurdle that prevents them from stepping forward into ownership of a house. We have a program which we call Rent to Own, that will allow persons who are not formally employed and don't get a pay slip, but they are making their money through whatever hustling they have, to qualify for a mortgage by going into possession of the house, initially as a tenant, paying the rent at the level of the mortgage, and after 6 months or so, we will say that is sufficient proof of income. You don't need a pay slip. You qualify for the mortgage. You can become an owner of that house. Comrades, we plan to build 50,000 affordable housing units over the next 5 years when we're in government. We are going to ensure public lands that are not fit for agriculture are used to recapitalize the housing trust. And that will afford affordable housing available, because we're not going to charge buyers. We're not going to charge the land value in the house. So the housing price will come down for the people. Comrades, the next PNP government is looking at different ways in which we can make life better for everyday Jamaican people who are struggling to survive now. But I return to the central issue. We can't move forward as a country if our government is involved in shenanigans and wrongdoing. And they are good at propaganda, and they have their friends in the media, and they have their bots generating social media likes. But the people must be very careful. Don't be fooled or confused by lies and misleading information. Listen carefully to what we have to say, and believe that we are here to help you move forward. We are not here to lie to you. We're not here to promise things that we don't intend to deliver. We intend to deliver on our promises. And if God is with us, and I believe He is, we will deliver a better Jamaica for all of you. But the road to that better future lies right through central Kingston. You are a key to deliver up the victory for the People's National Party. And in order to do that, you have to ensure you put in the work and you get out the vote. And you don't let anybody be bought out who's a PNP voter. Because they're going to try all kind of things to persuade our voters not to vote, or to vote even for them. But you have a good candidate here, a son of the soil, a professional who has proven himself worthy of support. He went through a career unblemished, and he ended his career in high esteem nationally. The name Steve McGregor is a brand that Jamaica recognizes as being effective and decent and caring. And you have him as your candidate. Are you ready for Steve McGregor to be your MP? Are you ready for Mark Green to be your Prime Minister? Are you ready for the People's National Party to form government in this country? Comrades, you sound like you're ready. You look like you're ready. I feel the vibes that you're ready. So all I will say now is power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Thank you for supporting us today. Thank you for supporting the People's National Party. We love you. God loves us. One love.
All of you! Let us be upstanding for the anthem of the party Jamaica. One verse.
The trumpet has sounded, the countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of our birth,
Time come, comrades! Time come! I still can't get it out, you know. Okay, I'll just sit down and give it away. Connect!
Give me that
Hold on, hold tight. Huh? We can't just give one person so can't say it unfair. Alright, the person who will tell me how many seats PMP can win the next election with and how many votes seed can win by. Hold on there. Come over here, son.
Everything! Why?
38. 38.
2,700 votes. We are going for. We are with my lead.
Yeah. 40 seats. 42 seats. Hey, do something there. Hey.
Second place.
40 seats. How much seats PMP can win? Hey. Now, one that child. Let me talk Man, let me drop the video. I'm not jumping at all. I get pussy, remember why? I get pussy. I'll find another way to give it out. Alright? You know how to say my bias, and request me, and hate me, and put me up on social media, and so on. Alright? Yeah, let me give them a son, and the reason we give. I'm going to give them a son, and the reason we give. Most people are share it. Alright, want them spell out? Have a spell out. Let me try to give this away. Let me try to give it away.
You the man want and you the man need. So you're hotter than 21 Christmas seed. Girl I know position around your breed. And get spit out like all orange seed. You the man want and you the man need. Need a name from Bula Shakira read. Girl better them in this big man. Full of spit and them a get your way. You pull a man control sexy body girl. Think that one you are good to the baby body, don't pay one moment. Think that one you are good to the tender. You pull a man control sexy body girl. Think that one you are good to the baby body, don't pay one moment. Cause any man where you the young money, he might become back again, depending on the minute. Enough money in my pen, your money good, you have a rent. You want the anyway, it's a this. You come out and fulfill the dream. You make him really know what it means. You talk to a woman with good in this. Think that you are cool with that. And you put a man on foot, everybody got. Think that why you are cool on a baby body. Don't creep and go, baby. Think that why you are cool with that. And your body good, yeah, everybody got. Think that why you are cool with that. Your body, yeah, so I'm here. Don't follow the stuff, not matter. You're not going to do not matter. Just this year, money where you have been fun, not stop real. You're like you are gonna. Yes,
Night talk on the street, you know the thing of beefs. Go on YouTube right now.